You can now interact with multiple GPTs within the same chat. And this may seem like an insignificant detail, but this is the beginning of our ability to work with multiple agents at the same time, stitching together whole workflows and automating an entire process. Let me show you an example of how this actually works. And it's actually pretty smart how this was designed. All you got to do is at the GPT that you want to invoke. So we're going to invoke our content repurposer GPT. This is a GPT I created that takes a piece of content and gives you ideas of how to repurpose it. So what we're going to be repurposing here is this blog from my company Hatchworks on generative AI use cases and trends across industries. So it hits on different things like retail and e-commerce, fintech, healthcare, different industries. So we're going to simply drop in the URL and it's going to give us some ideas of how to repurpose this blog. All right, it gave us some different ideas like an infographic, series of short LinkedIn posts going into each use case, a podcast episode, and some different ideas. Let's go with option 2, but this GPT we have here is not a writer. So what we want to do is invoke a different GPT. We'll go with Write For Me. It's a popular writing GPT. And we'll say, let's go with option 2, start with a LinkedIn post focusing on retail and e-commerce industry. All right, so we had to go through some different context about the audience, the length, all those things, provided us an intro for the post, and then went into some specific use cases. To be honest, there's probably a better GPT for writing LinkedIn posts. I think this one is more for longer form writing, but still helps with the example. So what's next in our process? We want to create an image for the LinkedIn post. So let's now invoke the Canva GPT. We're going to say create an image for this LinkedIn post on how Gen AI is impacting the retail and e-commerce industry. And what it's going to do now is invoke the Canva GPT and actually create Canva images, which is really cool because you can then click on them and go directly into Canva to edit further. And in the output, we got a couple cool images here, how AI is enhancing business performance, unlocking insights with AI, how AI is going to change the world. And what's really neat is you can click into these, takes you to Canva, and then you can edit further. Maybe I want to change the copy or the text. But the big unlock here is you can now start interacting with multiple GPTs at the same time. And again, this is just the beginning of the concept of AI agents starting to work together versus just one human and one AI agent. You're going to have one human and multiple AI agents, or maybe in the future, AI agents just working with other AI agents autonomously to execute a task.